What up, everybody? Once again, this is Pax Judaica back with another video. And this one is about how the World War III narrative is bullshit. The World War III narrative shared by the born again Christians and the World War III narrative that's shared by the Negro Hebrew Israelites as well in the whole nine. And it is all debunked by a simple promise that was made by Yahweh, the God of Negroes, the God of gods, the God of Abraham, Yataza Akakwa, Wayaikwa, in the book in English, which is called Genesis, but properly is called Sapra Maisha Ba Ra'asha, the book of the work that was done in the beginning. Anywho, let's look it up. All right. And what I'm going to do first actually is I'm going to see if I can find the translation, right? Should be able to find the translation in English, okay, in the English Bible, okay, which is not correctly translated, by the way. And I'm going to read that, and then I'm going to read it in Yahweh and read the correct, actual, real, proper translation of it. And so here we go. So first off, let me go ahead and while I'm getting situated here on my screen, getting to where I need to be. Okay, with a copy of Yahweh of everything written in Yahweh and the Lashwan Kodash. Okay, let me get there right quick. No, that's 4. We need to get to 8. There we go. All right, so I'm going to read it in English first, okay? So this will be Genesis 8:22, okay? While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest and cold and heat and summer and winter and day and night shall not cease. Okay, so the translation is close, but no cigar. It is incorrect because at the beginning it says, while the earth remaineth. And that is not what the that is not what the actual text is actually saying. So here in 8, going down to 22, and let me, this may do something weird to you, weird to your screen or whatever, but anywho, I'm turning it this way, that way I can show the whole entire thing. All right, so right here, or actually, let me switch it over one more time. There we go, flipping it around. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start down here, and I'm going to read this to you all the way from here, all the way to the end. Okay, so I'm going to read it by Yahweh and then translate. So here goes. Okay, Eid call, or I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Eid call Yamya Ha'arataza, Sarai, Wa Quatazayar, Wa Quar, Wa Akam, Wa Quietaza, Wa Akarpa, Wa Yaum, Wa Layalha, La Ya Shab Thawa. Okay, so what did that say? Okay, well, at the very beginning, we have the word Eid. Okay, and what does Eid mean? Eid means continuing. Okay, it means continuing. That's what the E is right here, to an unknown point. That's what the da is right there. It's the point. Okay, so continuing to an unknown point means in continuing indefinitely. Okay, so the first part of it says continuing indefinitely is this. Okay, this meaning everything that's about to follow, which is this right here. All the days of the earth, okay, or I'll read it literally, the equivalent of the first to the last thing that is a day of the earth, okay, doing the act of planting seed and harvest and cold and heat and summer and winter and day and night, the thing that shall not be done by them is to be things that shall be ceasing. So that is the correct translation right there. It does not say while the earth is continuing in the whole nine. Eid can mean while, but in this particular case, the way the grammar is working, it is not saying while the earth is continuing. Okay, that's just stupid world. Okay, and the whole nine and everything. This right here means continuing to an unknown point will be this. And then this would be everything that I just read that was following that. So, excuse me. So all of those things, the days of the earth, planting of seed, harvest, heat, cold, summer, winter, day and night, they would be continuing forever, indefinitely, okay, to an unknown point in time in the Honan. There would be things that would not be ceasing to happen in Honan. So they would continue to be happening forever. Okay. So this whole World War III narrative, this craziness about Jeebus Crust coming out of the sky and and ending the world and all that is like just utter nonsense and everything. And everyone who is working to try to achieve that, just know that you're working against a promise made by the God of gods. So your lives are in danger. You're in danger of being unalived. Anybody who is trying to promote or push that agenda forward in the Honan, just know that you are running in contravention to the will of the God of gods, Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Yataza Akakwa, Wayahikwab. And if you're believing that World War III nonsense in the whole nine and all those narratives taught by the born again Christian church and taught by the Hebrew Israelite camps, like ISUPK, IUIC, GMS, Sakari, etc., then you are choosing to believe a lie and you're choosing to support a narrative which goes against the God that some of you claim that you serve and that you believe in. And anywho, I hope that helps somebody out. And with that said, I guess shalom.